Hi everyone, Helen here with Snook and Company. Said I was going to pop on and just kind of check in, see how everybody is doing. It's been probably a week now since I've visited with everyone. We've got a beautiful spring day here today. Actually, I know it's only February, but it's warmed up. A week ago, we had that awful cold snap that came in here. So it's a kind of a nice day. I've been out, had to go out and run around today a little bit. Went to Hobby Lobby, my favorite place, so so because I needed paint. Of course I needed paint. I was good. I bought two bottles. So anyways, like I say, I wanted to pop on and say hello. And I'm going to show you some of my artwork today, the things I have for sale on Etsy. As a lot of you know, like I say, a lot of you know from the first live I did that I was working last October, the 1st of October, I started to work and I worked 3.5 months. And so 2022, I don't know, I am thankful every day when the good Lord sees fit for me to open my eyes and roll out of bed and tackle the day. But I'm not so sure about 2022 so far. That's like I say, some of you know that Snook and Company was quiet for a good couple of months because I was working 40 hours remote. And January the 11th, I got an email after lunch that day that Friday the 14th, the job was being paused indefinitely. So that was a kind of moment. Nice way to say Happy New Year. Great way to start off 2022. So anyways, but so like I say, we kind of fast forward through that. It kind of a blessing. It's given me a few weeks. It was 3 weeks last Friday since I've worked. It's given me a few weeks to reboot Snook and Company, paint again. As you saw, I finished up a couple Christmas projects, and I'm going to show you the fall projects I finished up too that just sat on my desk for all that time period. So like I say, okay, not too bad. So kind of going along. I had things under control. Well, this past weekend, 2022, poked at me again and said, hey, come on. Early Sunday morning, my furnace decided it didn't want to work. So, and actually it was the blower mower, not the furnace. It was the blower that pushes the nice warm air out through your vents or the AC. And so that was another like, oh, good Lord. Okay. And again, as of last Friday, it had been 3 weeks since I had worked. So that was a bit of a break moment there. Of course, Jeff is amazing, great, wonderful boyfriend. And he wasn't going to let the kiddies and I go without heat. So he took care of that for me. And I do have to say, I have a great shout out to my AC company, Gary Rowe AC Heating. I called just to leave a message, Sunday when we realized what was going on. He picked up. I didn't even expect to hear from him. He picked up. Sure, I'll come take a look. He came over later Sunday afternoon, took a look. He and Jeff, were in there looking at it. Pretty much knew what was going on and got everything. And then Monday afternoon called me and said, hey, would you like some heat? I got your parts. So by dinner time Monday, I had heat again. So nothing too bad. That was okay. Not too bad. And in the meantime, then too, Jeff had, we'd gone up to the store after Gary left and he bought me one of those little small ceramic heater that could sit on my desk too, so all in all, not too bad. Like I say, went through, about 36 hours maybe, I guess, without heat. So no big deal. So that all got taken care of. It's just two things in the first 5 weeks of 2022. That's two pokes. So hoping maybe things quiet down a little bit. I will say the company I've done some work for, they've got a lot of new contracts starting up. I figured they would in February. So I've been, looking at some of those and applying for some of those. And then also a local company that I had talked to actually 2 weeks ago today about doing a one-of project for them. It's not, being hired, but it's a project for them. It'll take me approximately a week to do it. I was very fortunate in that like I said, I was waiting to hear. And then this Monday, I got to hear that they got the go ahead. And so I've been awarded the job. So, and it's a good one. And that sets me up with them. So hopefully there will be some other things too come my way with them. So that's going to be my project next week. I won't really be doing much painting because that's got to be a priority, definitely. So like I say, it's kind of up and down, and it's given me this time to focus more on Snook and Company. So you saw the Christmas pieces I had done. Well, here is, oh, I see Janet on. Hi, Janet. How are you? Okay, so I had started this Saturday morning before Jeff got out here on the weekend, and then it was kind of chilly to paint on Monday with no, no heat. So I finished it Tuesday. So it was just a little fall piece. You know, any of you might have seen I had the blank board and the thankful sitting on my desk. So like I say, just a little fall piece, but it was one of the ones that were left sitting on my desk for 3.5 months when I had no time to paint. So there's that one. That one is done. And then yesterday I did this one. And again, it's kind of a fall. It's got a little glare there because I coat my paintings. It's just a little fall kind of folk art, I guess you'd say, piece. Was one from the class I take. So I did it yesterday. And that was the plain black canvas that was sitting on my desk for 3.5 months. Okay, so those are all done. So I finished those up. And then say next week is going to be, I will be working on that other project for sure. The art kits then will be a go. I will start to, after that, I'll be getting things together. My next live, I'll show you the designs that I chose and go back over, you know, what we're going to be doing with the art kits. And I'll be able to start taking pre-orders on those. Easter is April 17th this year. So even looking to start shipping those first week or two of March gives us everybody lots of time if they want to paint the bunny rabbit that's in the kit. One of the designs, it's the Easter bunny rabbit. So we'll be good on that. And also too, what you all probably don't know, I also like to do digital artwork as well as painting. And I've come across 3 different applications that I really like. And I spent some time again Monday and a little bit last week too, but Monday when it was like a little chilly to paint, working on those. So I'm going to be adding some new prints into the Etsy store as well. Again, all after I do this project next week for the company here in Houston. So art kits will be a priority. We'll talk about those. I'll show you the designs then that I picked for those. And then I'll be adding in some new prints to the Etsy store as well. So what I thought I would do today, for those of you that have not looked at the Etsy store, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just talk about it for a little while. I won't keep you too long, but this is, well, if you can see it, but this is the Etsy store. I know we've got a glare here. It's a little difficult. But when you go on to Etsy, this is Snook and Company. This is our Etsy store. And let's see here. Yeah, darn it. I'm going to pop one light out and we're going to see if we can get a little better look here. Hang on. See if we can get rid of that glare. I don't know. It might work. It might not, but yeah, so. Anyways, but this is what the banner looks like. Say if you go to Etsy.com and you'll be looking for Snook and Company. And this is what the banner will look like. That's our CEO, Snook. Okay. And junior partners, that's Sammy Van Hagar and Sophie Catane, our junior partners. You will notice Snook and Company. It's kind of hard to see. It's all one word for me. For our company, I want something a little bit different. It's all one word, but with a capital S, capital A, capital C. So I'm going to get up close. Maybe you can see it. You can probably, okay, maybe you can see it on here. I know it's backwards, folks. I get that because they were using my tablet, but it's a Snook and Company, capital S, capital A, capital C. And we do have company t-shirts. Our thing is Snook and Company, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Turn the light back on. And, okay. And again, Jeff, that he can do graphic design. I gave him the picture and we worked on this. And so we came up with this. So because my CEO insisted we have company t-shirts. These are available in the Etsy store too. Okay, so the Etsy store, and as I'm going through things, I'm going to show you some of my work. I've got stuff piled all over the desk here. So the Etsy store is divided into different sections. I want to try and make it easy enough, for people to shop. My actual paintings run anywhere from $50, $60, $70, in that range. And again, please remember, with Etsy, any purchases on the store over $35, you get free shipping. I will always say this and remind you, if you're local and we can do pickup and delivery, please message me prior to purchasing anything. I can do a local discount because we don't have to be concerned with shipping. Okay. So like I say, I've got, I have the paintings. The very first section is paintings and prints. And that you have my actual paintings, stretch canvas, canvas panel. And then on some of them, depending on the size, Jeff photographs them and makes a file for me. And I can do 8 by 10 and 11 by 14 prints for people of, of the painting itself. To me, that offers you perhaps a more affordable way if you want to add something new to your home decor. You don't want to commit to a painting. I totally understand that. And like I say, it's something you could change out. I can do both sizes here. And I'll show you an example of the print quality too. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll show you some of my paintings I've got for sale. So this one, if you're looking for something topical, I know we're getting, gosh, see if I can just turn that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Maybe we won't get a glare. Okay, so this one, and these are all stretch canvases. Okay, this one's just something kind of fun, bright, and tropical that I did. And going along with that, gosh, I'm gonna have a pile here too. Going along with that, another one. Who doesn't like a beach? And I mean, who doesn't like the kind of the retro VW vans? We all had fun with those. So there's that one. Let's just say all of these are all listed in that section under paintings and prints. Here we've got, I think you can kind of see, these are iridescent. It's an iridescent, just a little something in a mandala print. I kind of like delving into those too. They're kind of fun to play with. Okay, and again, stretch canvases, all of mine. Also, I do give them a coat of sealant. It just protects them in case there's a scratch. It's a spray coating I use. I've talked about that before. So that way it protects them just a little bit in case. As well as canvas is my favorite thing to paint on. Stretch canvases. Now these are canvas boards, okay? So they're a little bit thinner. Again, you can stand these, on a bookshelf. You could go ahead and put a hanger on the back if you'd like. Okay, and I sign and date all my paintings on the back. This one, a little bit of a rustic farmhouse feel. You've got a little windmill there. That one I did with paintbrush and palette knife as well. And along that same line, we have this cute little sheep. Well, who doesn't love a sheep with flowers, So again, this is a little bit more of a rustic farmhouse sort of thing. Another day, I will give you a little bit of my background and the types of things I like to paint. What kind of spurs me on. Here's another one. Some tulips, kind of an abstract tulip. These are done. This is done. This is a navy background to start with. And then I painted on that. And it gives, using a dark background sometimes then can give us some kind of interesting shadows. So there's that one. And let's see. Okay, so now we get into some of the stuff that I really like doing too. Pour painting. Okay, so this is a pour. And I love playing around with this stuff. I could do canvas after canvas. Because each one of these, you never know exactly how they're going to come out. Okay, so that's what can be kind of fun. So here's just one. Okay, and you could actually hang it any way you want, whichever way. So, and I've done quite a few of these. You'll see quite a few of these and say there's just something neat about these because when you're doing any of these pieces, it's not like you're using a brush or a palette knife. The paintings kind of come to life before you. And like I said, we'll talk about that another day. The abstract side of me that honestly, if I could, I'd have a big space where I could like throw paint on canvas or just, I really do tend towards abstract. So florals, landscapes, that kind of thing, but abstracts. Here's another one. Okay, for any of us that were the 80s rockers, which, Jeff and I are, and the hair metal, this always to me has kind of a Whitesnake feel to it. Whitesnake's albums always have this kind of it's kind of got this kind of design with Whitesnake written on it. So this one kind of gave me a Whitesnake kind of feel. And it's all done in reds. The silver is actually a silver metallic in there. Trying to keep away from the glare. It's kind of hard on this one. So Anyway, so there's something a little bit different, a little darker, but a little bit different. And again, depending on colors in your home too. And now we're back to my pour painting. All the fun ones. So here's another one too, and you can see, I'll try and get close up. You can see the cells and everything that develop, and see these cells, they all kind of grow on their own. And that it's just fascinating. And you have to know at what point to stop playing with them. Like I'll take pieces and pull them and tweak the paintings, like I say, then you have to know when to kind of walk away. But these just fascinate me, this whole thing. And it's another whole set of techniques out there for those. And another one, again, here I am again playing with colors, but to me they've just got a water feel to them. So there's numerous ones of these. Again, all stretch canvas. All you have to do is you put a small nail in the wall, pop it up. And again, now on these pieces, I use a high gloss finish, where on some of my other paintings, I use a semi-gloss. But on these abstracts and pours, I do use a high gloss. It just kind of gives them a bounce. And there we can kind of get upside and get up close, and there we go. Hey, Gail. Hi, I see you on. That one does kind of look like Omicron. You're right. Okay. I never thought about that one. Okay. Cool. All righty. Let's see. Bigger pieces. Okay. Let's move on to some bigger pieces here. This one. Okay. This one's, again, this is a canvas panel. And this is, I guess, kind of an abstract fall, I guess you would say. All right. So maybe a little bit of abstract fall. And I did a lot of this. If you can see, there's some texture to this one. I did a lot of it with palette knife, okay? And all acrylics, I should say that. I work in acrylics. I would like to poke around a little bit in watercolor, but acrylic is what I like, okay? So my paint pours usually run 50 and 60, okay? Most of them start at 50. I do have, like I said, I've got a variety on there. Let me see here. Yeah, they go anywhere, Gail, from, let's see here, click on this one. Hang on, Gail. They're anywhere from 50 and 60. And I have a large tropical swipe that goes for 70. And again, bear in mind, that does include your shipping is all taken care of in that as well. So, that's the cost. There's no, that and any applicable sales tax that Etsy would charge you. Okay. Here's another one of my bigger paintings. This one. Someone would like something tropical and beachy sort of thing. Okay. So that one, and again, I've got the sealant on it. And like I said, this one, again, stretch canvas. And then, I guess the hardest thing sometimes too, even in pricing our art, because Gail, I know Gail does absolutely phenomenal watercolor pieces. Just beautiful, beautiful watercolor. There's a softness to them. She does amazing work. She's part of the paint group that I'm in. Tony. Hey, Tony. Hi, dear. How are you? She's got the Painted Roadrunner. She's doing all kinds of neat pieces too. So, and I think for all of us, the hardest thing is learning to price your artwork, because it is time. We don't just sit down and in 5 minutes the painting's done. And there's a process, there's supplies, everything. Okay. So, sweetie, you do. Gail, you do just beautiful. I am such a fan of your watercolor, and I'm hoping I may play around with it someday. So, and I know you do absolutely gorgeous work. Okay. So here's another one. Now, I'm getting that little bit of that glare going again. But here's another one. This is some mandalas, a variety color of mandalas. It's all on a black background. Again, the kind of different kind of stuff that I tend to lean towards. This is a 16 by 20. A lot of the other canvases I showed you, the pours are 12 by 12s and 11 by 14s. Okay, so, and some of the pricing too goes by size as well. So, anyways, okay, so there we go on that one. So that's the kind of stuff that you're going to find a pretty good variety, I think, so far in the painting and print section. Some of those I can make prints of, and that would be listed if I can. My prints, my 8 by 10 prints are $20. My 11 by 14s are 25. Okay. So let me go back and let's get that down. So the next section in Snook and Company, so I'm trying to go along. The next one is, let's see here, is mixed media art. And I have a few pieces in that. I haven't really done a lot with that. I didn't bring one in to show you, but there's a few some foil art pieces I did in that. Then we go to home accents. Okay. So it's not just paintings. Okay. There's a company that I partnered up with out of, I believe it's North Carolina, that they can take my paintings and put them on throw pillows, coffee mugs. Let's see, I have throw pillows, coffee mugs. I have throw blankets. Stretch canvas, like big stretch canvas pieces. I have some paintings that I did just in my mixed media pad that can be put on, say, big stretch canvas pieces. T-shirts, that's true. I also have apparel. We'll get to that too because Snook and Company, that's where the T-shirts are. Okay. So anyway, so like I say, there's a whole variety available in there. And when you place an order, when you purchase that on Etsy, the order goes straight to Printful and they produce it, they ship it to you. I ordered a few things to start with from them just to be sure. Christy Herman Hawkins with the Social Easel and the Inner Tribe that Gail and Tony and I, we all are in and we take lessons. And with her, she had done a little bit with them. That's how I found out about it. The quality is excellent. Everything I've ordered, I've been very happy with. So like I say, look around in home accents. I have a few little pieces I've done, some wooden things that are also just cutesy little stuff, little stencil pieces. Home is where my dog is. Okay, and then of course for me, Live, Love, Meow. And I also have that in Live, Love, Woof, and Home is where the cat is. And these are just little wood pieces that could stand. You could put a thing on the back if you'd like, or if not, they're just little standing pieces. And these are obviously not as expensive, not nearly as expensive as some of my paintings. Let me see here. Yeah, these guys are $15 a piece. Okay. So that's those. The other thing I played around with, because for those of you who don't know, I am in Southeast Texas, almost just north of Houston. Surfboards. I mean, come on, folks. So these are, Jeff cut these for me. They're out of like 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch plywood. He does a beveled edge and everything, does a nice edge for me. These guys are 50 and 60. Again, remember, you get free shipping, okay? So, yay. Oh, goodness. Hey, we need to plan that. And Tony, Gail, we all need to get together sometime. How much fun would we have? Okay, so I've got this little guy. The 18-inch ones, I want to say, are 50. And then I have the 24-inch ones that are, Tony is, Gail, to answer your question, Tony's about 4 hours north of me. She's the kind of Dallas area, and I'm Houston. So kind of that gives you an idea. Okay, so I've got this one. This is the only small one I have right now. I sold my other two. I had an octopus and a sea turtle that I sold, but I can take orders on those. The big ones I have, big blue mandala. Okay, you can tell I kind of like the mandala thing. It's got that kind of hippie vibe to it, and that fits well with the surf culture. And anyone, the folks we know locally, Jeff could live in the water between surfing and fishing. He'd live in the water, right? Amazing. He did competition surfing, okay? So got this one, and these are sealed. And I need to seal the blue one with the gloss, but these are sealed. And fun little things, stand them up somewhere. This is 24 inches, and again, nice solid. I don't use MDF. I've talked about that. A lot of people do, and they do great MDF things. There's all kinds of stuff out there, but for the climate down here with the humidity, plywood. Okay, so there's that one, and the last one, this one, because I love pink, so this is another one. And again, I could do all kinds of these things, any kinds of, if you surfed, if you've got like an 80s retro vibe kind of thing, there's all kinds of different patterns that I could come up with. If someone just tell me what you like, we'll see. So anyway, so surfboards, and say you could hang them. The backs are done as well. I don't leave any, and they're sealed as well too. So that's my surfboards. Okay, so they are under the home accents. I thought I'd do a little art gallery showing for everyone today. Let's see what's next. Can we get into, oh, and something else that something else I did too. One of those things. Let me show you. Jeff was doing some cleaning out his house, and he had some clock mechanisms. You know, the ones you buy and you put the battery in, and they have hands, a set of hands. So, tick-tock, I made clocks. These are canvases. They're a little bit thicker. They're the stretch canvas, and they're actual working clocks. Okay, obviously I don't have the batteries out. Gail, you know, I've thought about I may do some teaching online too. We'll see about that, okay? Yeah, that's a thought too. Okay, so these are actual clocks. I had kind of a Van Halen kind of vibe going here. I'm an old rocker, okay? So you're going to see a little bit of that stuff, you know, like the Whitesnake reference and then the Van Halen reference here. And I also did, and I have this one too, a little bit more beachy colors for anybody down here. How pretty would this be? Again, edges are all finished, okay? And these are a little bit thicker. They're a nice wooden canvas. I had to get them deep enough so that they could hang and you didn't have a problem with the clock mechanism. And they've all been tested. They work. I have one more. So these are, and it's a black and white stripe with a spin art kind of on it. Speaking of spin art, I am going to have to grab something real quick too. So anyways, the clock scale, the clocks are 60, and again, free shipping. They work. The only thing, they'll be shipped without a battery, obviously, okay? So that's a given. Okay, so there's the clocks, and yeah, I've had those stored up in my closet just so nothing happens to them. Okay, so that's home accents, and there's different stuff in there too, but that's, you know, a couple of things. I've tried to provide a good variety in the store. Then also apparel. Okay, say the Snook and Company t-shirt, and as well with Printful. Printful has some really cool stuff. They have some different graphics and things, and I've designed some t-shirts. I have Perfectly Flawed and it has a little crown on it. I firmly believe that all of us, we are all perfectly flawed. No one is perfect, but we are unique, and our flaws make us unique, and we're perfectly flawed. And as women particularly, we need to accept that and not be thinking that the media says we have to be this and we have to be that. No, all we have to be is be ourselves and be unique. And that's what makes up the world. So if everyone was the same, how boring would that be? So Perfectly Flawed with a princess crown, the Snook and Company, there's quite a few different ones in there. And again, Printful, it's fun. You get on, you play around. There's so many things. And I know Tony will know this because she's got the Painted Roadrunner going, and Gail, where she's specialized in watercolor. You kind of have to, there's so much out there that as artists, I've talked about the fireworks. We want to try this, and we want to try that. What about this? And I've tried to give a good variety, but we do kind of have to put some blinders on sometimes, or you're scattered trying to do too many things. That doesn't always work either. Okay, so like I say, there's apparel, so there's t-shirts to look at, different things. Also, along the digital artwork line, okay? Like I say, I like to play with that, and Jeff does amazing photography too. So I have got a whole section of rock and roll art prints, and again, they come in 8x10s, 11x14s, and they'd be perfect for a man cave, a girl cave, a rec room, a family room, you know, whatever. And I've got a lot of rock inspired. You can go on, take a look. They're a separate section. The colors print up really nice and vivid. I also have some really cool black and white. You know, a lot of people are decorating, say, in the black and white tones. So there's a variety on there, some things to look at. Spin art, and if you guys just hold with me for like 2 minutes, I need to get an example of my spin art. I will be right back. So just hang on. Don't go away. Okay, so that was not the most professional thing anyone's ever done on a live. Sorry, guys. The one thing I forgot to pick up, because this one I'm going to show you is actually, it's actually mine. It's not for sale, but spin art. Okay. Yeah. And Gail actually too with Jeff. Hmm. I shouldn't have done that. He sees this, he'll have a fit. He's amazing. We've been in each other's lives for 7 years now. And he does graphic design and printing. He has his own company. So I am so blessed with that. He does the photography of all of my stuff for Etsy. He puts the print files together for me to do prints of my paintings. He set up the print files for my Christmas cards that I had this year, and I'll have those going again. Working with this, I tell him, I have an idea, and he can make it a reality as far as the technical side, for me, which is just amazing. So, and he's a hell of a nice guy too. Oops, shouldn't have said that. He's a super nice guy too. Okay, so heart of gold. So spin art. I think some of us might remember that we might have done these when we were kids. I know our county fair or our little city fair. I grew up in Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Yay, Canada. They always had a booth at the fair for these, and then I got one for Christmas one time. So Jeff built me a machine to do spin art. Obviously, you have to do that in the garage because you don't want to throw paint all over. And I will do custom spin art, either 11 by 14s or 16 by 20s. This one I did because my living room is in grays and teal turquoises. Okay, so here we go. Here's an example. And I've got a metallic silver in there. So these, like I say, I will do, if you go to the spin art section, you're going to see an order where you can order a custom with 4 colors in it. The spin arts, let me pull this up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the custom ones, they're at 25 and 35. You do get free shipping on the big guys. And what I ask on these, you choose 4 colors, and I always suggest one being white for sure. Okay. I can do these now. It'd be more expensive if you want one done, if you want me to paint and do it on a black background, and then I can do some colors on that too. And we can talk about these pieces. You basically have to message me about, because we have to talk about colors. And like I say, I'll include 4 colors. This one was a dark turquoise. Let me see, white, silver, a charcoal gray, and a turquoise, and then they all kind of combine. So that's it. That's the spin art that is on there. And then finally, what I have are art prints. Okay, some of my paintings I have done in my mixed media book, and I'm going to lift you guys up and bring you a little closer. You can see every nook and cranny in my face. Let's see. I do not want to be that girl that drops you all during a live. I'm just trying to get room on the desk here. Okay, there. We managed that not too badly. Okay, now I have done a lot of paintings, and I know Gail has one of these, Tony has one of these. I've done a lot of paintings in a mixed media pad. Different things. We've got, a birdhouse, a spring birdhouse. I think I showed you all. There was this one, and this one actually Printful also has. I have it available on the throw blanket and stretch canvas, different size of stretch canvas. They do a really nice job on their stretch canvas. I think I showed you all. Let's see here. Okay. Wave. First time I was learning to paint water, okay, because that's different, because you want to get that feel of water, okay. And actually, too, I think I showed you all a sketch the other time in my sketchbook, the small one I use for sketching. And here's my swan. I was so tickled with this. This actually, it didn't even take all that long, but you can see, I just love the way this one came out. I don't mean to brag, but this is one I was happy with, okay. So all of these, though, they're in my book, and they're just on papers. So Jeff has gone ahead, then he photographs them, sets me up print files, and I sell prints of these. These are separate. They're under art prints because there's not a painting available of them per se, a stretch canvas painting. Okay. And the prints, I have got some, okay. All my prints, be it the rock and roll art prints, the digital art prints I'm going to be adding in with the new kind of neat effects, the art prints, which are from my paintings. I do them all 8 by 10, 11 by 14, $19, $20, $25. I do them on luster finish photo paper. Okay, and it's a premium quality, and it gives you get nice deep rich colors, but you don't get that high gloss shine. I didn't want to use a flat. I tried a flat paper at first. Okay, that was fine. Actually, that's the type that you would use for some of Gail's beautiful watercolors, because they have that softness. Watercolors have a beautiful softness to them. Okay, so instead, I went with the luster because I didn't want a high gloss either. So these, then you can go ahead and you can frame these. You could mat them and frame them. You can, this glass without. And again, these prints, it's an affordable way to add a new piece of artwork to your home without, investing in a lot. Or if you want to change things out and, at all the time or different seasons. So the art print section, I've separated the the paintings that I only have prints available of from the painting section. That makes it a little easier to shop. So under art prints, they're all from my book that I have done on paper. Okay, so that's those. And then, as I said, I'm going to be adding in some more. I will be adding in some new digital artwork that's going to be based on some photographs. I've got some really cool. I stumbled into 3 different really neat looking applications that I wanted to try. So a lot going on. Like I say, I wanted to show you that, yoo-hoo, I actually finished. I actually got thankful. I finished the Thanksgiving pieces, this one and this one, which will be available next fall. They'll be available next fall in Snook and Company. I got those. I'm proud of myself for getting those done this week. And I've got some other ideas too on door hangers. I talked about that last week. Peace sign with some hibiscus, maybe a peace sign with a flamingo. Again, kind of running all over with designs, and that's what that other sketchbook comes in handy for. I'm hoping that I can do enough with Snook and Company and work something else, part-time, maybe 20 hours a week, so that I don't have to give up everything. So like I said, so I'm hoping I can kind of find a happy medium with both, and possibly some more work with this other company in Houston. That was a blessing that came through, and that will be the priority next week. Then I will come back on and we're going to talk about, I'll show you the final designs for the art kits, explain again what all is going to be in there, and they're going to be then on the Etsy store. Again, local. If you're local, I always keep saying, message me, okay, on anything you're interested in from Etsy, be it, and come the art kits, whatever. Just message me. We can talk about possible pickup and delivery. Snook would just love if everyone was wearing a Snook and Company t-shirt. He's my big fluff bug. So, okay, guys, listen, I've probably taken enough of your time up. Let's see how bad we are. Yeah, I've been chatting for about a half an hour, so. Okay. So again, so I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Questions, anything you're interested in, message me, okay? And I just love getting on and talking, obviously, and I'll be doing it a lot more. I'll be showing you more of my work. Like I say, reach out to me on anything, please. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, wonderful week. Weekend's coming up. We're almost there. And I'll be back on again soon to talk to you some more about some stuff and show you the art kits, and we'll go from there on those. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.